and welcome to Authentic Thriving Podcast. I am your host, Abia Sonia. I am so excited to start this journey, and I am glad that you're coming with me on this journey. This podcast is going to be about life. It's going to be about holistic wellness, mental health, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It is going to be loaded with so many transformational materials. You see, I have been meaning to start this podcast since 2021. However, due to procrastination, I did not start. I came up with various valid reasons why I am not qualified to start a podcast. Things like, what am I going to talk about? I may run out of topics. Will people be interested to hear? Oh, I need to do this certification. I need to do that certification. And also, I didn't have the know-how. So I had to do different training. That's what I said to myself. Also, and then I said I didn't have the equipment needed for a podcast. However, in 2022, I then purchased and invested in podcast equipment, and still I did not start because I thought it's not perfect. I am not perfect at doing it. However, I have learned over the years, over the months now, that progress over perfection. Whatever it is that you want to start, start. And as you go along, the more you practice, the better you become. So I have decided to take the bold step and start. So this is me taking a leap of faith to start this journey. So enjoy the ride as we go along. My first topic is going to be on life transition. There are so many topics on life transition. I have been through so many transitions. I have lost count. Transition into primary, transition into secondary, transition into uni, transition as a result of relocating to the United Kingdom, transition into the work life, transition into marriage, transition into motherhood, transition into business, transition into career, different transitions. And it has been interesting. Transition from bereavement when I lost my precious, precious father. What transition are you going through right now? And how are you managing it? I have been through this transition and come out stronger. And I've experienced, in some cases, post-traumatic growth. Because I had the right support system in place. I had the right people to speak to at the right time. So if you're going through a transition right now, what are you using? How are you coping? Do you know the season that you are in? Are you just surviving or you are thriving? What are you doing to get by? In different seasons of my life, the resources that I use in one transition to another is sometimes different, and sometimes I repeat some of the strategies that I use. So, for example, a support system is a constant thing that I've used over and over again. In different transitions that I've been through in my life, I cannot, I cannot, as in, imagine life without my support system. They have been so helpful. They have helped me in the time where I felt like giving up, in the time where I felt like screaming, in the time where I felt like wailing. My support system were always there. They are not a lot. So you don't need a full army, a battalion to help you or to become your support system. You only need a few trusted ones, loyal to you for no reason, just because you are you. They have no ulterior motive. They are there for you. Those are the people that you need. And I call them the roots. They don't have to see them in the public, but they are always there for you. Those are the people that you need in your support system. So as we go along, as I release and I drop different episodes, I will be touching on different transitions. And I hope some of the transitions will resonate with you and help you to thrive in an authentic way. So thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. Really, I hope you can hear the excitement in my voice. It is so amazing to finally sit down and record this podcast, knowing that it is not perfect, but this will suffice for now. So, other things that I use, like I said, I will be sharing it as we go along. I will be sharing the tips. So I use the support system. I've used different type of support system at work, support system at home, spiritual support system that will intercede for me, that will pray with me, that will pray for me. Support system at work that will show me gaps in my career, that will help me, that will mentor me to ensure that I become the best. I'm talking about support system at home that will help me with my children. My husband is so good at that. He has been one of my biggest support system. My sisters. So I'm talking about my prayer group. I have a group called Pray Until Something Happens. We call them Push. And they have been of immense support to me. You need your financial support system as well. And back again, my husband has been a great financial support system to me. Because there are times where I wanted to start some projects and I didn't have enough money for it, or it stopped me from then contributing to household. But he was ready to shoulder the responsibility just to help me fulfill my dreams. That is a support system. So as we are coming to the end of this podcast, I want you to reflect and think, who are my support system? Who are the people that I can confide in when I feel like giving up, screaming, when I feel so lonely, when I feel like the world is collapsing on me? Who can I talk to that will not go behind me and start gossiping and laughing at me? My sisters, yeah, I could talk to them. My husband, I could talk to him. When I feel like everything, I feel so overwhelmed and stressed, I could talk to them. Sometimes you don't need people, your support system, to even talk when you're in a situation like that. You just need someone to listen. Someone to listen. And sometimes someone that will tell you to be okay. Hold your hands, pray with you. Someone that will tell you to be okay. I believe in your dream. Let me invest in it. Who are your support system? Identify your support system. Honor them. Treasure them. Love them. Do not take them for granted. They will not be perfect. But hey, who is perfect? No one is. Check on your support system as well. Don't be someone that always take from them and never give back as well. Look out for them. Support them the way they also support you, or sometimes even more. Transitions can be made easier with a great support system. Find yours and run with it and be a woman that is thriving in an authentic way. Thank you so much for joining my podcast. I remain your host, Abia Sonia. Have a lovely day and look forward to dropping another episode next week. Goodbye for now and God bless.